When I was a little boy, the first time I spoke, I didn't say mommy, I didn't say daddy, I didn't even say I'm hungry, hungry. No, I didn't say anything like that. Instead, I asked questions again and again and again and again. Imagine how annoying that little boy must have been for most people. Now, imagine, close your eyes, imagine that little boy going around asking about this, asking about that, asking about why the sky is blue. Imagine him, picture him, visualize him inside your head, like a TV, I guess, inside your head. Listen to him. Well, I guess most of you have imagined that little boy, like you have some kind of TV in your mind. You saw him and you listen to him. Most of you have done that, but not all of us can do that. Not all of us can do that. At least one person in this place can do that. I'll come to that in a bit, but first, let me tell you about four famous people. The first one is the creator of Ariel, from the Little Mermaid, the Walt Disney. We all know that. His name is Glenn Keane. He's the creator of Ariel. He drew Ariel. He won an Oscar. The second one is Ed Catmull. Ed Catmull is the former president of Pixar, you know, animation, and the former president of Walt Disney. The third one is John Green, the writer of The Fault in Our Stars, a famous novel. They made a movie out of it, a beautiful movie, sad movie, heartbreaking movie, but so beautiful movie. The fourth one is the co-creator of Firefox, the internet browser, named Black Ross. They share one thing in common. They can't picture in their mind. In their mind, the TV in their mind is blank. There's nothing they can picture at all. That condition is called aphantasia. You may wonder, how can they create, because those are all highly creative people, how can they create, how can they imagine? They have no picture in their mind. Yeah, that's a bit odd. And that's because the word imagination is a misnomer. It's kind of misleading. We kind of think that in order to create, we have to imagine. In order to imagine, you have to have pictures in our mind. That's false. And I know it because I have that condition as well. I live with aphantasia, and yet I write novels like Liz Mianzuri, that young lady who is trying to save this city, this island, this world. And yet, I compose music as well. Some of my writings, and I still have a hard time to believe it. Some of my writing are going to the moon, literally the moon that, circle in the sky out there. Thanks to the, yeah. Thanks, because I worth it. Yeah, thanks to the Lunar Codex project. And yet, I make apps as well. I named all my apps after Liz, that young lady who is whispering here as we speak, but I can't tell much about it. So that's something that when I first discovered it, that aphantasia thing, it was a few years ago. All of us discovered it a few years ago. Imagine that, yes, I use that word, I use that term, imagine. I use that, it's okay, but you got my point already. Imagine that. That's something different. Mind is completely different, but yet it is not seen. You can see it. You can see it. Like, you only know about it because I tell you about it. I only know about it because I discovered it by chance one day on Twitter during the COVID lockdown. Yes, it was like that, something like that. It is said that I have Asperger syndrome as well, but let's say that it's something, it's a condition that I don't know how to socialize. I don't know how to socialize well. And I tend to see patterns that most of us don't see. Something like that. I'm here to tell about different people. Different people. Imagine that aphantasia was only discovered a few years ago. Asperger syndrome were only discovered a few decades ago. And we're just at the beginning of exploring our own minds. We're just at the beginning of it. We're just at the very beginning of it. People say that being different is a superpower. It's trendy lately. It's a superpower. I beg to differ. Being different is a flaw. At least it is a flaw in the wrong society. Different people suffer in silence. At the time we speak, there are millions and millions of people suffering in silence, being judged, and worse. But let's take a moment to imagine a world where all the different people, all the creative people, all the different people were pushed aside, were crushed, were nobody listened to them. Imagine, let's take a moment, just a moment. In that world, there will be no fire. Yeah, there will be fire, but fire is used only to destroy, like to burn the roof. There will be no will, there will be no invention, there will be no machines, there will be no phones, there will be no clothes, there will be no pants, there will be no screen, there will be no chairs, there will be no pizza, there will be no laws, there will be no language. We'd be in a cave, all of us, we'd still be in a cave. That's the extreme world where different people, creative people, are pushed aside and crushed entirely. When I talk about different people, I'm not talking about, not about aphantasia only or Asperger only or something like that. I'm talking about the little girl in the classroom that is fascinated by the sky, by the stars, and that would discover something really important to our comprehension of our own existence, if only someone would have asked her. I'm talking about that little boy who have the most beautiful question and story in his mind, but he can't stand to be looked in his eyes. He doesn't know how to ask, and nobody asked. I'm talking about the introvert people, misjudged everywhere, almost everywhere. I'm talking about the discreet one everywhere. I'm just an example. So, at the end of this talk of mine, maybe, just maybe, we should rethink how we live with the different people among us. Instead of judging, maybe we should do something different. As Steve Jobs put it beautifully, the misfits, the rebels, the crazy ones, they are the only people that can really change the world. Ladies and gentlemen, maybe.